Flashback Man is a Dio Brando reference. I will fuck the mothers of everybody on Eon Galaxy.
Man. Unfortunately, he wasn't, so, mothers are safe.
Fuck.
So, Randy, how's it going?
I'm just reading through the funny things we've said over the years.
Yeah, it's good content. Read one off for the crowds at home.
No, one of them says, this is about the time, near the time I started working at McDaniel's. I could put you back in the deep fryer.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I was a bit busy putting my meat in the oven.
Oh, fuck. When I heard Bucky.
Oh no. I want to be able to find Linux to be the enlightened experience friend says it is and not wanting to kill myself.
You're the shiniest shit in the toilet.
Here we are. Here we are. Please read this one for the crowds at home.
There's a girl out there that wants you to look at her like you look at Elden Ring.
If only.
This frail frame has an overclock mode when I'm mad.
That's me, ladies and gentlemen. Specifically, Aaron.
And of course, Randy hits him very hard with that, I don't need that much dick.
Not to mention the so I was assaulted and it was fun. Yogurt is where you sin.
Yogurt schlong.
Does hentai have you that mad?
You have heart attacks for a different reason, Chief.
Man.
I guess that's why you don't have any bitches.
That's why I don't. Because I'm too busy looking at Elden Ring in a way that I could never look at a woman.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've never known a woman's touch, can you tell?
Oh yes, and my genuinely, like, what is it?
Wholesome? Is it this one?
It's not just wholesome, it's just deep. It was about my computer. It's like your grandma. No matter how old she gets, you don't want to stop loving her, man.
If only. If only. So anyway, how's it been lately? How's life been treating you?
Oh, well. It's kind of mid.
I'm sorry, man. My life right now, it's just kind of mid. Yeah, you're... So, what's all been going on to make your life mid?
To make it not bad, Comey can't communicate anime. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it already. Considering we're 5 episodes into the thing, holy crap.
5 episodes into the anime, 5 episodes into talking about it. It's just so much fun to talk about.
It's so much fun to watch. Oh, and I feel like the biggest shaboom so far was...
Holy Shuko.
Okay. Yes, however, it's also the umbrella scene.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than running the ED sequence, they ran the umbrella scene, and I was just like, ah!
Mm-hmm. I was just watching it, and I'm just like, this is beautiful. I've been looking at this for 5 hours now. Mm-hmm. I think Scott mentioned that he's been enjoying it. And I'm just like...
I just love how much personality... I just forgot how much personality Shuko has in her first 30 seconds on screen.
I just love she walks out with that Comey chibi expression and then just hits him with the more communication than they can handle.
It's just like... Oh, looks like I forgot to prepare any food.
Doi!
I'm the eternal 17-year-old. Wing!
Which means my husband's breaking the law.
Not in Japan.
Yeah, not in Japan.
It's kind of weird. You can be 15 and just get railed and it's fine over there.
Oh boy.
One for the quotes or what? And that's why Komi-san hentai is not illegal.
Well, okay, it might not be illegal over there, but A, it's illegal over here, and B, it is not morally legal. It is morally bankrupt.
I mean, you know what? After 500 chapters, maybe. Maybe it's morally rolling, though. Maybe.
No, it just, no. You don't need hentai for that. You're there to make your heart feel better, not other extremities.
You only need one sensation and one sensation only. Peace.
It's like when, characters are in a training arc and they sit underneath a waterfall for some reason. Comey can't communicate is my waterfall. It centers me, calms me.
But is this your training arc?
Training hark? I don't know what a hark is.
Arc.
You said hark.
Sequence. I did say hark. I did not mean to.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really know what my training arc would look like. I mean, technically you could consider that because SCU, but I'm not quite at the main stage of my tournament arc. So penultimately, my answer is technically no. What about you, Randy? Are you on your training arc right now?
Besides the missing bicycle, no.
I still feel awful that happened to you. It's just genuinely unfortunate.
Well, I feel even worse for the people who stole it.
I'm assuming it's not because we're going to break their legs.
Oh, no, I don't feel bad about them at all. However, I feel bad for them because their truck is now full of gasoline.
Hey man, that just makes it easier to light on fire. Just...
Why am I going to light it on fire when I can saw their legs off with a chainsaw?
Oh no.
Come on, think here.
I am thinking here. I'm thinking about if you actually do somehow kill it.
It's going to be really weird to find victims just dead with only their legs sawed off fairly cleanly.
No, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward when the police come and they find this and use it as evidence that it was premeditated. Come on, guys, he stole my bike, and then they're just like, and you killed him.
Yeah, what is there something wrong with that?
It's just the punishment does not quite fit the crime. Break his legs, maybe? Yeah. Break his arms, maybe? Yeah. Okay, we can put
saw them off and let them bleed to death? Hell yeah!
No. You don't want to go to jail because a guy stole your bike.
It's fine, one less thief on the loose.
No, you don't want to go to jail because someone stole your bike and you were prompted to kill them. Do you want the death sentence over someone stealing a bike?
No, it's fine. I use gloves and I leave the chainsaw in the bed of the truck.
Randy, do you understand how forensics works?
Yes.
Then you would know it's not that easy.
What are they going to do? Track my footsteps?
No, they would go, okay, guy lost a bike. Conveniently, this guy went disappearing in this area around this time of day. Conveniently near the McDonald's where the guy who got his bike stolen works. Guy was conveniently missing from the shop in that hours. I don't think it takes a genius to put these two together.
That's why I do it in the middle of the day.
Randy, I still think they'd be able to pin it on you. Like, police might not be fully competent, but they're at least decent.
I don't know. Considering they wouldn't even start looking right away, they might not catch me at all.
They might just go, you know what?
Nah,
I just want some McDonald's right now, I'm being real. McDonald's sounds good. They have breakfast all day, right? Yeah, okay. Sausage biscuit.
They don't.
Oh. Or, wait, it's only like certain ones, right?
Yeah, it's like we do breakfast between 4 and 9 at ours.
Oh, okay. That's just kind of weird. Like, they made this big deal about breakfast all day. And then it's just some of them are like, nah. Well, I mean, like, you have to buy a McDonald's, right? Like, it's not like McDonald's is going out of their way to go, we're putting one here, we're putting one here. It's more of a...
you have to pay some money for them to support you in selling their stuff.
Mm-hmm. But that's how it be. If you gotta make money somehow, you gotta make money somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of find it funny. Everyone in America knows what a McDonald's is. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how young. Everyone knows what a McDonald's is.
You just came out the womb, bam, first bit of knowledge, McDangles.
You get nuggies upon birth.
They give you a chicken McNugget, and then you're like, McDangles.
McDonald's. McDaniel.
McDaniels.
McCroys.
Macca's.
Oh my word. Everything in Australia, I swear, like, the namings for things in Australia are the funniest. Because it's like, oh yeah, gonna go down to Macca's. And I'm just like, why are you the way that you are?
Who the hell do you think you are? The wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
The Australian bushfire.
Man, just, I don't know, just other names like, oh, going out to the barbie. And it's just like, just called a barbecue, please.
Oh my god.
It's like, listen, I get that, like,
Well,
you can...
hey, you know what? I mean, they were originally a prison colony, so I expect this level of stupidity out of them.
Somewhere along the way, the British gave up and they're just like, they'll die out quick enough.
No.
Hey, did they ever die out, sir? Let me check on them. What is... Their civilization, what?
Yeah, they have this huge city called Sydney.
Sydney? And they have one named Candace too, right? Sir, what is Candace?
What is? Why, Candace, you may ask? Well, I'm just asking, can this dick fit in your mouth?
Oh my word. Just tossing that one out there.
I even heard that she attended SawCon.
Interesting. I've always wanted to go to SawCon.
You mean the very famous and nationwide, what is it? Quarterly held woodcutting convention?
Yeah. In fact, I can never remember what it stands for, though.
I think it's supposed to be this is their slogan, I shit you not. It's supposed to be a place where you sock on these nuts.
Oh, no. I like that on any given day, we just have the collective maturity of, like, a 10-year-old.
And that also always happens to be Wednesdays.
Randy and Aaron collect no brain cells on a week-to-week basis.
No bitches, no brain cells, nothing.
I mean, Scott is set to fix one of those. Mm-hmm. Scott is set to pursue. I'm proud of him. Man.
He finally has something in his sights after several years.
I don't know why, but the way that you looked at me in the eyes after several years felt like a slight against me.
Obviously. He's doing slightly better than you. You can't have this.
I can have this. So what? It's a choice, not a issue of circumstance.
It is a choice. It is an issue of circumstance.
How so?
Every time you try talking to a woman, you go,
Not even. It's just a case of just, I can talk to the women. I can do it. I don't know why saying like that makes me feel like an incel, but I can do it.
Can
but,
you, though?
Yeah, I can. One of the people I hang out with at UT is, like, multiple people my friends from my Japanese class are the women. Again, I feel like an insult saying it like that, but anyway.
Still
like, I think I said that in public.
To pursue.
Well, there's none of them that I'm interested in. Just no need to pursue if there isn't anything worth pursuing. Plus, I mean, like, I can't pursue if there's no invitation.
I don't know. Pursuits don't really seem like you're invited to go on them.
No. I mean, you can invite someone to pursue you.
You can.
Of course, I don't
think it's necessary.
For me, it is. Because I have no bait worth latching onto.
It's not about your bait, it's about your confidence. Just cast your line, dumbass.
Well, of course, I can cast my line, but that don't mean that I'm going to draw any fish. Some days the fish just don't want to bite. I don't always go down to the lake, Randy.
Well, you need to start going more often.
I mean, come on, man. Last time I went down to the lake, I went fishing, and I could not snag a fish. I saw one that I wanted to catch, but it did not want to catch me.
It didn't want to catch this bait.
No. I'm not even bait worth considering. I'm the old bait.
No, it's not that you're old bait. It's not the kind of bait that it wanted.
I'm sorry, Randy. I've lied to you. I'm not, in fact, a master of the bait.
Not a masturbator?
No. I'm sorry I had to lie to you like that. It was all for my reputation, but I can't go down to the lake like this.
Oh, that wasn't your fault. What you were trying to catch wasn't a fish. It was just a turtle with scales.
Yeah. But I gave it my best. Not
That's
much to be done after that. And, I develop feelings like I develop photos. I don't. I photosynthesize, my good man. No, I'm just kidding. It's just like currently it's just like me developing a crush on someone. I couldn't be me. I can't even find the means to go down to the lake. How am I supposed to even fathom catching something?
I don't even know what water is. It's been so long since I've gone.
I am severely dehydrated. But I mean, you're down at the lake, right?
I'm kind of looking at the water and looking at my gear and wondering if it's enough.
I think it's enough. I think you could snag a good fish. Something to be proud of. Something to be maybe even more than proud of. The point is to get down to the lake. Because the fact that you're looking at the waters, that there's that potential there for casting your line and seeing what you just might reel in, I think that's impressive. Contrary to me, who hasn't even left the house.
You never leave the house.
Of
Unless
course.
you're going to school.
Of course not. Or who knows? Maybe you and I are just looking at this analogy all wrong. Maybe in actuality, we're the ones that are within the lake. We're the ones who are the fish. And they're the ones who must cast their line. If only that's how it worked, man. If only. Man, can you just imagine? One of us starts dating and we got a break to whoever we're dating. It's like, so I have this podcast on Wednesdays. That's just a no-go for hanging out. Sorry. Podcast. We got to produce that content. Oh, are you making money from it?
Oh, you're funny. You're teasing me. Naughty.
Naughty. You tease me. You think you're funny? Yes, no, we get no money from this. We literally earn nothing from this. Everything that you people are watching is off of our dollar.
It's free content. Like, it is the definition of free content.
It is free on our end. It's free on their end.
Besides, of course, the expensive gaming PC we record on, we literally do this for free, and then we get absolutely nothing out of it.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. We get the excuse to talk to one another. Play some games. And honestly, what better excuse could one hope for? I mean, if this does take off at some point.
It's just an oddly productive gaming fest.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Yeah. But yeah. Who knows, comrade? Maybe one day we'll both go down to the lake and see what we can catch. Maybe one day.
Speaking of catching, I just catched that we haven't actually mentioned, 1, who we are, and 2, that it's the 50th episode of Tangents. I'm Randy.
And I'm Aaron. And I could have sworn we did this before. I guess when we did it earlier.
No, I don't remember this at all.
Huh. Well, I don't remember the 50 episodes that came before this. How do I know you're not lying to me?
Who knows? I mean, I hope I can remember from 18 minutes ago, but, you never know.
Yeah, you really do never know. So, yeah, 50th episode. How's it feeling, Randy of Tangents?
I don't know, actually. It just kind of feels like any other episode, except this time I'm slightly tired. Because I woke up at 5 a.m.
It occurs to me in hindsight we probably should have lined up to have, like, a guest over today.
Yeah.
Maybe go with someone like Linus and everything, and it's like, hey, you want to be on the podcast and everything? Or, just work something out with someone and go like, hey, we got a guest, and just,
Welcome to episode 50 of Tangents.
Or if we knew we'd have, like, the time for it and everything, or the timing, we could potentially just, like, call up all of our previous guests, all 2 of them, like, have them on intermittently talking about, hey, we made it to 50 episodes. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel?
Like shit. Stop your YouTube channel.
Please, put it down.
Unless you're going to make money.
Put it down like the sick dog.
Because you can't get bitches unless you make money.
Hey man, I am looking to make a job out of, like, making thumbnails. I just have to find the right channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to purely, like, let them, I will probably purely let them dictate, like, how much it would potentially cost. Or, like, I'm willing to negotiate.
And they're like, would you mind doing it for clout?
Hey man, I hear, how do you feel about making an NFT out of this? And I'm like, I will block you. No kidding. They mention NFTs, I am out the door. I was never in the door, as far as they're concerned. But nah, I mean, I'll let them set the price and everything like that, and if it's more than I would typically, like, expect, I will take them on it. I don't know, part of me is just like, I don't know, I'd probably negotiate for a bit lower, because fair is fair. Like, I swear, if they look at me and they're like 100 a thumbnail, I'm like 50. I like money. Money me, money now, money me a make. However,
I get the feeling that I'd draw until my hands were red if you gave me that much money.
not even, I just feel like I'd look around and it's just like, is this worth $100? Is this worth a quarter of an Xbox?
Like how that used to be half.
Mm-hmm. But it just, it's looking around like, is this $100 really worth it for the funny man on the thumbnail? And I just might get a yes.
Watch you make it, and he's like, you know what? I have $100 laying around for this.
The person that I'm making thumbnails for just ignores me and just consistently gives me more than I ask for, and is just like, fuck! Me getting more money. No, it's like that meme of like that dude with like his face melting off, and it's like, like mostly black but with like red and like looks like a skeleton. Just screaming and everything. Hold on a second, let me see if I can find it.
No, it's the meme of like
Keep talking.
It's like what is it? I'm trying to remember. That one YouTube drama news channel.
What, Keemstar?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, and I was right?
Killer Keemstar! Just like screaming, going, no!
Oh yeah, isn't the dude retiring?
Something like that.
How much do you want to bet that he's going to be back within the year? He's going to be like a teacher that like retires and then just goes right to substitute teaching. Just could not stay away.
Ridiculous.
I'm drinking the mold water again.
Mold water.
Hey man, that's a plot point in Resident Evil.
That's your flood water.
Flood. Yeah. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm drinking mold.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
feel my
neat.
lungs shutting down.
Nice.
Is now a good time to segue into my full review of the Resident Evil 4.
No, it's a great way to segue into our sponsor.
NordVPN.
I like how we actually can't say that, or else they'll just be like, dude.
No, they're going to be like FREE, that spells free.
Creditreport.com, baby.
Essentially, it's just free marketing for them, and that makes me a little bit sad. Some people, like, I watched this one podcast and everything. I forget which one it was, but, sorry, I'm cheating on you with another podcast, but,
How could you?
But, at one point they're talking about, like, sponsorships and stuff, and I thought, like, I didn't really have a frame of reference for, like, when YouTubers accept sponsorships, like, how much it can sometimes be. And they're just like, oh, yeah, usually I don't, like, if they want me to advertise something, I don't usually accept less than $2,000. I'm like... And I'm looking around and I'm like... I beg your pardon? And suddenly I'm just like, Randy, we might need to reevaluate our ad stance. If someone comes to us and they're like, please.
No, but part of the deal is how many views you end up reeling in per video.
You and I are just like, okay, 1, 2, carry the 7. We have 10. How does that do? And they're just like, best I can do is 1,000.
Best I can do is $2.
$2. But I mean, it's just kind of funny. It's like, if tangents were big, this would be perfect. We would literally have to, I would reconsider the whole, like...
No ads stance.
Well, it'd be worth reconsidering at that point, because it's like, money me a money now, money me want to make.
Hey, dude, making $2,000 a week at least? That's awesome.
Well, just making $2,000 from a singular like, you could make a video on whatever you want. Like, say for instance, I want to talk about Donkey Kong for like 20 minutes and literally like get a sponsorship for it, and that $2,000 we're talking about Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. He's here. He's here. But it's just... Can you imagine that? Absolutely insane.
Donkey Kong after I spank it more than once.
Oh no. He's back again.
Oh my, the flavor of this banana is quite exquisite. Oh, sweet heavens!
What in the world?
It's that video I showed you where Donkey Kong gets absorbed into the Game Boy because it falls over him.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's good content.
My, the flavor of this banana is quite exquisite. Oh dear heavens!
Oh no.
Like he says, oh sweet heavens, though. Oh sweet heavens!
Just screaming at the top of your lungs. Oh sweet heaven. Man. So tell me, Randy, what have you been reading?
More Marshall Peak reading about this man Yank Kai going to another world.
I keep forgetting that that's just what you've been reading for the past couple of months. What chapter are you at?
Almost 700 out of the over 2,000 that are translated right now.
And is this the comic or the text?
Mango. The book.
Okay, so the text.
The web novel from China. I wonder if the writer of this web novel supports child slave labor.
Ask.
Ask. Just be like, "Hey Momo, do you like it? Do you like it when child slaves make your things?" Yes.
I prefer it, in fact.
It usually comes out cheaper. Why is that? Because it usually falls apart after 3 days, little shits.
Keep sending help messages in the seams. Oh no.
You know what it is some of the parts for motorized bicycles on Amazon, like the reviews will literally say this was literally welded together by a 5-year-old.
Dang.
Messy, incomplete welds that vibrate apart after a mile.
Oh my word. That's brutal. Both the comment and the concept. Oh yeah. So I showed you that I have Metroid Dread over there, but it's killing me not playing it. And I am like genuinely torn. Like if Resident Evil 4 wasn't like properly enjoyable, I would have abandoned it in a heartbeat for Dread, but like I just have to sit here having 2 games that I know I will enjoy, or like one game that I am enjoying and one game that I am like in heavy anticipation of, and I'm just sitting here stuck in neutral.
No first, no second gear, no nothing.
But like
no burnouts.
Something
it's unfortunate.
Something that actually like occurred to me while I was playing Resident Evil 4 is it's kind of like Doom Eternal, but in a like different context. So like Doom Eternal, it has like all these principles of, oh, for the love of all that is good.
Just don't pick up.
I'm not going to. I refuse.
Okay.
And I got a D&D dad. I will not. Tagakoto aru.
Not dad, not D&D.
I am in the middle of a podcast.
She always calls on Wednesdays. It's kind of whack.
I'm tempted to just say I am in the middle of something. But I get the feeling it's probably going to make her go like, oh yeah, okay. You're here. Answer.
You were not available. She's going to try again in 30 minutes.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. The way that it strikes me in like being like Doom Eternal is it has a lot of the same like design principles in terms of its combat. It kind of has that focus on like managing your ammo economy, making sure that you don't like blow through one type of ammo, and ammo is predominantly like you go from like having a bunch of it and like having areas where you're like, oh, I'm stockpiling, and then you hit another area and you're just like, I have a bullet, and that's just the one I'm using for myself later. And it's just, you're just looking around like, how?
I just imagine the Doom guy takes off his helmet and presses the shotgun to his temple.
But it's kind of got that ammo management focus.
If only you could kill enemies to get it back.
I mean, you do get ammo from killing enemies. That's literally, you cannot buy it in shops. you can't.
It's unfortunate.
Actually, I prefer it. Because, like, a lot of the combat encounters and everything, like... Okay, admittedly, the game hasn't really been that tough. I'm playing it on normal, which is the highest difficulty you can play before you, like... When you beat it, apparently you get, like, a harder mode or something like that, which... Okay, that's fine. But currently I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And most sections, if I have my wits about me, and I am, like, conscious of the fact that, you know, of the game's principles... I breeze through them without even thinking about it. You know. Like, I am skilled at managing my ammo and, you know, taking control of combat encounters. You know, but at the same time, like, occasionally it does get a bit hectic, but, you know. Despite not being that difficult, it's still really a lot of fun. But back to how it's like Doom Eternal, like, a lot of that focus on this idea of a combat puzzle is really prominent in it, of enemies and everything like that, and you're kind of trying to decide, okay, what enemies get what weapons and everything, and, you know, how do I prioritize stuff? Rooms are more about how you want to take them down and managing enemy placements, more so than it is just getting through it, you know. And I emphasize, like, placement and everything because, okay, the control, you know what tank controls are, right?
Yes.
It's pseudo-tank controls. So it's not entirely dog water, and in fact, like, playing it enough, I've gotten comfortable with them, but that does not mean that it is preferable. You know, it does have times to where I'm just, like, kind of annoyed with it, but overall, it kind of has that same, like, certain enemies have, like, weak spots. Predominantly, it's the head. You shoot them a couple dozen times in the head, watch their head blow up, you're golden. And some of the other stuff you could do is the best, like, if you shoot an enemy and, like, stagger them, you can kick them, and if you kick them, and, like, if their health is almost done, if you kick them, it will blow up their head. And then, if you shoot them in the knees and get them to kneel, you can suplex them. And again, if their health is low enough, it will just bust their head open when you toss them down. It is hilarious. I genuinely am just, like... I don't play a lot of, like, action-type games like that, so, like, I'm just sitting here just enjoying this, like, and it just, like, the story is pure camp. Pure camp. Everything is kind of over-exaggerated, everything, and, like, at one point, like, some of the humor is just, like, who boy, if that got genuinely published today, people would burn it to the ground, because, in the starter village and everything, you walk into this hut, and there's a woman's dead body on the wall. It's just nailed there. And you can inspect it, and it says, you know, they killed this poor woman. At least they don't discriminate. And you're just like, oh no.
This is not too many years ago.
Oh no, this game has 14 ports or so to different consoles. Like, hold on a second.
Oh my god.
This is it was originally a GameCube game. So it came out way too many years ago.
Far too many.
And I'm just laughing because it's like, and some of the stuff as well is just hilarious. Like, some of the lines are so just, they've got so much cheese in them, you can identify the type. You know, it's got a lot of that, like, it's what? What did you say?
I said which cock it came out of.
No. I'm not finding out what type of cheese this is, but, whatchamacallit? I don't know, it just, some of the lines are just fun, though, because they're just stupid. Like, it's just like, you know, like, the dude voice acting the main character, you know, he's kind of got that, like, on the edge type of thing, but, you know, he just jokes around a bunch. Like, I would not put it past, like, him at the final boss, killing the dude and going, you know, having to leave the island or whatever and having to go, let's make like a banana and split. That would be right in this character's lane. And I'm sitting here laughing. It's just funny. It's just like, and I just love it because it does not take the story itself seriously. It can do a lot more. It can do a lot more with settings and just focus on making... Like, Resident Evil 4 is way more a game of the experience. Like, at one point, no kidding, you're underneath a gothic castle, and you just have, like, Egypt. It is literally, like, Tomb Raider, like, Egypt-style stuff. There is literally an a rail shooter segment where you hop into a mine cart. Of course, I broke it because all the enemies, like, they jump down from, like, ledges and stuff into your carts and you have to battle them and everything. What I did is, like, I have machine gun, I aim at leg, you shoot leg, they fall into the tracks, and I mulch them with my cart. A few of them I did let fall in, though, because I needed some more resources, but that was it. Again, if I manage myself, I'm just fine.
Just imagine you're like, oh fuck, running low on ammo. You're just stacking bodies in the cart.
But, like, something that I do appreciate, though, is very similar to Eternal. It kind of has that thing to where, like, Eternal, you know, you probably experience this of kind of, like, thinking a bit ahead and going, like, okay, this is what I want to do. You know, going, like, okay, maybe I'll throw a bit of grenades, super shotgun, ballista, etc. You know, maybe spice it up with some ice. You know how it is. And, like, whenever you actually manage to pull off, it's like, yeah. I think Resident Evil 4 feels just a little bit more satisfying because it's so slow. Like, you know, like, combat, like, you are running, and it is, like, it has horror movie movement speed. You are literally, like, you go from walking like this to, you're, like, walking, and running is just...
Yeah, I've actually played a very small amount of it.
And, you know, I think that works for what it's going for. You know, I think that, like, that overall, like, slower pace, but adding in a sprint to make it not feel unbearable, I appreciate that. Some of these maps are really big, and, you know, I would want to die otherwise. You know, I just appreciate how, like, Resident Evil 4, you can't convince me that someone sat down and, like, carefully planned everything out. Like, it's not like Breath of the Wild, where every single element, someone was like, okay, we're doing this because it'll have this effect, and it will make this better or worse.
Or worse.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4, it is purely just, they just tossed all this in because they're like, our franchise is failing, I don't care anymore, do whatever you want, and it's a commercial success. It all just works so well.
It's like, time to split like a banana, boys.
I just find it funny as well, because you can just, like, I know in the previous games it focused on, like, giving you kind of, like, you could get, like, good guns and everything, but it was way more focused on, like, powerful guns, but ones that didn't strip you of that feeling of helplessness. Ones that helped stave off the hordes of zombies, as opposed to outright suplex them.
Overpowering them.
I mean, literally in Resident Evil 4, at one point, you can get an RPG. And I've gotten, like, two, like, one of them is just sitting out in the level, you could pick it up. And the other is literally, like, another thing you could get is a mine thrower. You could just blow enemies up with mines. And I'm sitting there and I'm just laughing because it's, like, it's such a, like...
This kind of hilarity reminds me of playing Doom Eternal and knocking one of the unwilling's heads into their bodies.
Oh. Oh, yeah, just... But it's just, I don't know, I am really enjoying Resident Evil 4. It follows, like, design, you know, it's so well, like, I said that everything feels like it's tossed together, but at the very least, you can tell that the principles they developed shine through beautifully. Even literally all these years after, it just works really, really well. Like, minus the visuals, the game has aged like a fine wine. I seldom ever, like, genuinely find myself going, "Aw, Jank killed me." Jank is nowhere to be found in this game. He is gone for the coast.
The coast.
It's just really well put together. Like, I just enjoy playing it. I'm just having a good time. And one of the antagonists is literally just, like... he's literally just a midget who looks like Napoleon. But, like, he's supposedly, like, over 20 and everything, but, you know... He's such a goofy brat. Like... I will stop you, Mr. Kennedy. You think that you will be allowed to trespass on my castle, Mr. Kennedy. And everything is Mr. Kennedy. It's like, just shut up, midget, before I, you know, stomp you down.
I can literally punch you like a football. Shut your mouth.
Oh, and his boss encounter is the funniest. Like, it's like, you know, he's kind of a bullet sponge and everything, but I found out you can embarrass him. Do you plan on playing the game?
Maybe.
Do you care enough if I mention, like, one particular boss element?
No.
So he kind of does like a power-up Rooney thing to where he merges with this great, big, disgusting beast. And it's this massive boss that, like, takes up this whole arena and everything. And, it's like, oh, yeah, it's a bullet sponge. You gotta wait until he reveals himself because, he coats himself in a cage and, it's supposed to be this long, drawn-out battle because there's infinite enemies at the bottom that you can farm. And you can just embarrass him by hitting him with an RPG when he opens up his shell. And it kills him instantly. Like, throughout the entire game, he's like, "You will not stop me, Mr. Kennedy." And then I just put RPG to his mouth and tell him that that's what he's getting for dinner.
I will not what?
Boonk. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, maybe you don't need to... And then he's done for. It's such a comical end to the little snot.
So good.
I really am enjoying Resident Evil 4. I think it's exactly what I needed to make me fully excited for Dread because, like, after beating Samus Returns, I was like, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of ready for Dread, but at the same time, like, I was feeling that fatigue start to creep in, but I'm certain that once I go from Resident Evil 4 to Dread, I'm going to be just riding the high.
Mm-hmm. Especially because you've been playing this horror game.
I've never been less scared by a video game. Well, okay, there was one section that was tense, but it's just because it's QuickTime dogs, and that like they pop around the corner, and you're like, "Oh, I'll shoot it." No, you don't. They jump on you. You have to mash. Oh, and it's
the first Resident Evil game has something very similar, except you can shoot them, except they are faster than you. Just like even the zombies.
Yeah, but what was I going to mention? There was another element that made me laugh. Oh, yeah. So, I'm emulating the Wii version of the game because apparently that one just is the one that works best with, like, motion controls and everything because it allows me to use my mouse. For, like, aiming and stuff. Like, I still have to, the game is kind of jank because you have to zoom in and then you can aim. But, like, once I do that, it is beautiful. I just literally just casually just... But I also, because it's the Wii, what is the main gimmick? Motion controls.
Yeah, motion controls.
So all the QuickTime events are primarily motion controls. I put all of the motion control stuff on the space bar. So, like, anytime I have to, like, shake the controller, I just spam the space button, just... And suddenly I'm just doing really, really well. I don't get it. Like, dogs getting on me...
It sounds a whole lot like you're cheating.
Yep. I think it's cheating by making me sit through motion controls. I that's my case. Wait, didn't the Wii come out in like 2010 or 2011?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. 'Cause I'm curious.
I get the feeling it did.
Well, originally I thought I wouldn't be able to get it to do the Wii version. Because I was having trouble setting stuff up, Everything was just kind of dog water. I don't care about the Wii U.
2006?
What the? Hoo boy. That is interesting.
That's not what I remember.
Man. But
That means I was 5 years old when I was shredding on Guitar Hero.
And I was but a wee bab at 4. Oh gosh, Randy, they know our ages now.
Ah, fuck.
It's only a matter of time before they find my address.
Fuck. They're already here.
Nah.
It's fine, though. I'll just kill them all.
We still got 50 minutes. Come on, Randy. 50 more minutes. You can do this.
Baz the move.
Get us.
See.
Nah. I'm trying to think of other things that I've done, but it's mainly just been...
Oh, yo están golpeando!
You just break into the full-blown other language.
I didn't use the right words, so it ended up coming out to, oh, crap, I just got beat!
Oh, I like that better. Just taking a hit of the boof and you feel like you've been assaulted.
Hurt. to hurt someone is Gorpio. What's going on?
I don't know. He's doing it. Anyway, we just won't worry about that.
The Soggy Waffles playing Halo? Nice.
Based.
Red pilled even.
Honestly, playing Resident Evil 4 kind of Resident Evil pilled me.
Maybe you'll play the first one.
No. Well, okay. I will actually clarify. I was in the process of playing the first one. Like, I picked it up. It was free on Xbox Live Gold 1 month. A banger choice. And I straight up, like, you know, I downloaded it and everything and booted it up, started it up, and I think my issue is that it leans too much into horror for me to properly enjoy it.
That's fair.
Like, I'm certain if I push through it, I could. But also, it's other issues too. Intentional design choices that are meant to enhance, like, the particular experience it's going for, but that I personally am not a fan of. For instance, I know that, like, you can't save unless you have, like, an item. Like, you know, you save using typewriters, but...
Oh, yeah, and then you need the ink. Ah, fuck.
And I'm sure that later on in the game, that is fine. You know, I respect that as a design choice because it forces you to carefully plan. You know, it is very in line with Resident Evil's overall themes of planning and being methodical about how you tackle situations and encounters. I respect that. It is, you know, it's like the FromSoft games. The difficulty is integral to the game design intended. However, I just know that that isn't for me. I'm not going to spend my time, you know, I mean, one day I might give it a go again, but personally, I just don't think it's for me. And I don't see a reason to spend my time trying to force myself to enjoy something. I already do that with JRPGs.
And FromSoft games?
Nope, I enjoy FromSoft games. They're fun. Like, beating one of them changed me forever because I can't play, like, easy games the same way anymore. Like, if it's easy, it's too easy. Like, Resident Evil 4, I read where some people were like, oh yeah, some of these encounters are really challenging, but at most, I'm like, oh yeah, it killed me once. Like, most of the deaths that I've acquired in Resident Evil 4 have been because I'm stupid. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
Like, the person that recommended I play it, there's this section at a lake, and they're like, oh yeah, shoot the water a bunch, you know, and I see fish, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna be that. And no kidding, like, you shoot the water a bunch, and a giant fish comes out and eats you. And I was properly I told them, I just swore at them, fully, just F you.
You fucker!
You're not an intellectual, you're a fake and a fraud, get over here. And that's a server admin, too.
You ate the blue pill, you bitch!
I unironically mess with the server admin. I called the server admin a soy jack once. Like, unbridled...
Not even soy boy, just soy jack!
Yeah. I literally said, you know, someone was like calling someone else a soy jack, and I was like, everyone in this server is a soy jack. And the admin's just like, no, I'm not. And I'm just like, Miami, you in particular are a soy jack.
You are the soy of all jacks, sir.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, as a result, the server admin likes to mess around. You get ranks for, like, chatting and everything like that. And, you know, you gain levels as a way of incentivizing it, making it worth your time and everything. You can remove... It attaches a role to signify, like, your level and everything, even if it saves it separately. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, randomly the server admin, like, if you tick them off, they'll just remove your roles and drop you back down to the lowest rank possible that, like, literally you need that one rank to be able to chat in the server at all. And I've been knocked down to that multiple times. Just because, like, it's fun to mess with the admin. Like, I've gotten to the point to where I can mess with the admin freely. It is literally just a continual back and forth that we are both used to. A tale as old as time.
He's like, stop messing with me, I'm crying.
Not even. The man spent, like, a good half hour, like, trying to prove to the world that I horny posted, and I'm like, no.
You... All the people he tried proving horny posted.
Nah, just because I commented that, you know, I think I decided to be funny, you know, and just, like, there's one character from Dark Souls 2, it's, like, the person that you go to level up, you know, there's, like, a FromSoft channel and everything, and I commented, like, oh, yeah, you know, looks hot, you know, as, like, a joke. nothing serious behind it. It's like, well, Durandal's horny posting. And I'm just like, no.
Don't!
No, I just decided to spin it as, you know what? No, I'm just talking about the fact that Majula looks really hot and that outfit is stifling. Like, looks like she'd be hot in that outfit. And that's where it went. That's how it all started. It's good content.
It looks like her body temperature is steadily rising. She might even have a fever.
I mean, like, just look at her. Dark Souls 2. I'm just going with Firekeeper. I can't remember her name. Emerald Harold. Like, look at this. Wouldn't you be hot in this outfit?
Especially if I had to keep a fire. Also, I wouldn't blame you for your original comment. I'm going to be real. She got honkers, I'll give you that.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm a big old clown myself.
Oh, no. But yeah, I literally was just like, no. She looks like she'd be hot in that outfit and everything. And, like, that looks stifling in the sun. What is it? What was the image they used for the Dark Souls 3 bit? I saw good art. I guess I am not allowed. But yeah, Funky Doo. Didn't even scroll down all the way. I already saw hentai. Man, I wish Rule 34 wasn't a thing.
Why does there have to be porn of everything?
I don't... Okay. I know that rule is mostly like joking in the concept of if it exists, there's hentai of it. But like, there's got to be limits. Like, no one has made any of that for anything I've made, personally. They just haven't. I know they haven't. I haven't looked, but I know they haven't. Because I'm a no-name. No one wants to make like, ooh yeah, yeah, that's what I'm looking for type art for like Funky Doo original character by yours truly. It's like, oh yeah, he punches things, and someone's like, well,
he's gonna be fisting this pussy next.
Oh no,
it's so bad.
Yeah. That is one of the things that I consistently grapple with as someone who wants to put his stories out there. It's just, I know it'll have to happen. And I am fully aware that one day I'm going to come across it. And then I'm going to have to make my choice then of, do I put down the pen or do I keep going?
Is this fame really worth this guilt?
I've won, but at what cost?
Your chicken nuggets. That is the price you must pay.
This is what they really mean by I won't even be able to regret my death.
You won't even know how you died.
Giorno Giovanna, you won't even be able to get the chance to regret your death. Oh yeah, would you like to watch a couple of the Stone Ocean clips here?
We'll do that if we run out of any more Steam.
Oh, okay. Well, then get to talking, boyo.
Speaking of Steam, I did not, in fact, use it to buy Forza Horizon 5. Instead, I bought Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, are you talking about the online service with over 100+ games?
Yes. And I bought it for 100 pennies this month.
$1?
Yes.
$1. Nice.
That means I got a $60 game for $1.07.
I mean...
Just kidding, it's $8.
It's got enough titles that, it really justifies that purchase,
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many of them I'll be playing, though, because I prefer Steam.
Yeah, Steam is nice because it's concise. It's kind of got it all.
It's not just that. Even after having my computer sleep for 3 weeks, it still works!
Here we are. Forza Horizon 5.
Because it's their newest game.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what was that? Okay, I thought that seemed cute. I like the art style. Oh, I actually got to, beta test this game a little bit, or, try it out in early access, one step from Eden.
Did you like it?
I think it's interesting. It's, card-type gameplay, to where, you're moving around on a board, and, you'd, do, attacks and everything, and it's kind of cool. I think it has potential, I think in terms of, it being free through Game Pass is genuinely a steal. Because, it's just perfect for sitting down and just vibing with it. Just really just enjoying it.
Shouldn't you set Horizon 5 to download?
That'll slow down my computer. I don't want anything to happen. Plus, I don't know. I'll download it later. There's no real rush since I've got Resident Evil and Dread to play through.
Ring of Pain.
But, you know, again, there's a whole bunch of, like, just genuinely solid games that I think are worth your time. Ignore the EA Play stuff. That's dog water. EA Play literally invalidates the entire point of, like, downloading Game Pass because it makes you download EA Play. And it's garbage. Like, oh my word. Are you good?
No, it's hearing that made me go...
But yeah, the only reason I tolerated EA Play was for this little nugget right here of Dead Space, which I need to go back and finish because I really enjoyed it. Oh, River City Girls is leaving? That's unfortunate. I wanted to give that one a go. I have the power to give that one a go. Why don't I? Well, okay, because I have way too many games to play. Ah, well.
Age of Empires.
I love how bare bones the thumbnail for Art of Rally looks. It looks like there's like, okay, what do we have right here? We have a racing game, sir. Okay. Well, we need a car in it. Yes, sir. But that might be boring. So, let's have some action. Maybe have it doing something. Oh, okay. How about we put it flying through the air? Okay, yeah, but cars can't catch that much air. Lower it a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we need an environment. Something to show that, you know, it's got a lot of life to it. How about a field? Yeah!
That's what we're talking about.
Scott, please show this on the screen so that way I'm not just, like, weirdly describing all of this. Oh, yeah, and the font. The font.
Dude, Among Gay is available on Xbox Game Pass?
I paid $3 for it already. See, this is another game that, like, I love how, like, the art looks and everything, and then it's turn-based combat. I hate how many... That happens to me way more often than I would ever want. Because it's like...
that's kind of me wanting to try, what is it? There's this game called, it's like Gun Girls or something like that. It's the predecessor to MiHoYo's Honkai Impact 3rd and Genshin Impact. But it's like literally like turn-based combat. Or no, it's one of those where you like, you know, you progress up this like...
You said Gun Girls?
Mobile game.
We'll go on.
Yeah, it's this game where you like progress up this gauntlet, and you just like you deploy your units, and they just shoot at the enemies.
Oh, that's just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, the Game Pass beta. Apparently, it's up to 4.6 stars.
Nice.
Oh, wait, is this only just for downloading games? Don't tell me. Are you kidding?
What?
No, I'm just curious if, like... Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, this is the beta app. I'm stupid. Well, I know there's a way to, like, play and everything. Like, to play on, like, you know, your proper stuff and everything. But, like... Or, you know... What's it called? Like, playing video games on the go through, like, cloud streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That sounds pretty alright if you got 5G internet.
Oh, okay. It's a remote play. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to look into it because I think it'd be fun to try it out. Maybe talk about it on Tangents next week.
Maybe. What the hell?
What is that? Free for all. Playing Smash Bros. With viewers. Nice.
Wrong one.
Oh. Well, you're just a bit too fast. Oh. Going for the train.
Car too fast gamer moment.
Oh, my word. Have you been up to anything else interesting, Randy? Or do you want to talk a little bit more about Horizon 5 and the beauty therein?
It's different. It's Mexico. I don't know how much of Brazil it is, but it's definitely Mexico.
Yeah. Nice, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're going to be playing a lot more of it?
Maybe when I get home. Maybe.
You're just like undecided.
Whether I do that or go to sleep.
I'd encourage the latter personally, but you know, you do you, comrade. Well, I mean, you will do what you will do, and there's nothing, or not much I can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Christmas is coming up. Only about a month, 15 days away.
Merry Christmas.
We got to figure out something else to do for the podcast that day, because we did like the Tangents Christmas special where it goes up on like Christmas Eve and everything,
and we're chilling in the fire.
What's Christmas Eve this year? Let's see. It lines up on a Friday. I love that.
Nice.
So, I guess we'll have to potentially start maybe eating through our backlog a little bit.
Maybe I just stop coming over for a couple weeks.
No, I think that what we could do is just potentially
take a whip and start striking. I did.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Scott.
Nah, it's
that wasn't
fine.
Cool.
What's it called? What was I going to say?
We could just start striking Scott and be like, hurry the fuck up.
Nah, actually, what we could just do is plot it out. Okay, so we have 47 going up as soon as possible, so probably Friday. Then we'll have 48. I'm thinking, like, making it to where we only have, like, one episode in the backlog, so, like, making it to where 48 goes up, like, it's Sunday or Monday. And then 49 goes up the 10th. And so 50 goes up the 17th. 51, 52, 53. And since we're, like, planning a weekend ahead, 54, 55. Oh, wait, I miscounted. So, great, I get to do this. You get the idea, though. Planning it out to where, like, basically to where one episode, we record the Christmas special in advance to where it's, like, it still fits.
Exactly.
And, you could still come over, like, I don't know, what we could just do is, like, make it to where, like, the 20, or, the 22nd or whatever, you just come over and we just chill, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, since it's that week after, or I don't know, we gave ourselves, like, a week off. I guess it would just be deciding, like, what our week off will be. Or if we'll just do, like, oh, that's right, because last year we just did it until, like, we waited until the next year to do it, like, we had the Christmas special, and that was it until the new year.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, we could still do that, and you could come over and hang out.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Show you whatever we got for Christmas. And, do a bit of gamming.
Of course.
Gammon with the boys. Yeah, good content. It'll work. Are you good, comrade? Or just getting tired?
I've been tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least it's not like that one time where I literally fell asleep on the cast.
I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot that you, like, properly schlepped.
I was gone.
Man.
Reduced to atoms.
Man. That was just funny, though. I just look up and just... Randy? Randy? And you just...
Randy?
No, you're just... What? Like, I think I remember you just said it with that same tone of just... What? Like, you are a bear and I've accidentally traipsed into your den in the middle of winter.
Traipsed?
Yes. Traipsed. I've trespassed into your domicile, and as such, you must take my life.
Yoink.
Got your nose. Got these funny things in your stomach. Oh, wait, what was that meme you showed me with Titan from Megamind, where it's like that moment when you're looking your friends in the eyes, or like, when it's something to do with your friend after you just heard a scream of complete and utter disembowelment.
That was one of the Skinwalker memes.
Skinwalker memes are hilarious. I love this one that I saw.
I think I could find something like that, actually. I wonder if I saved it.
I know I have one to where it's like, that moment when you watch the skinwalker morph back into a deer after you shot the wrong version of your wife. And it's like playing this really hauntingly beautiful song, and I'm just like...
I recognize that from a rap song, actually.
Interesting.
Because he just has this really haunting intro, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I love those memes, though. They just... I mean, like, okay. Conceptually, if it happened, that'd be horrifying, but like... What's the textbook definition of a skinwalker? I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, okay. A type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers. Interesting. Interesting.
I wish I could find my liked posts.
Oh, it should be under your settings.
Settings?
Yeah, and it should be... Type in likes at the search bar. Yeah, post you've liked.
So hidden.
Yeah, Instagram loves to make things difficult. Or forgive me, Meta loves to make things difficult. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Facebook renames itself to Meta. Holy shit.
It just, genuinely speaking, that is the type of thing that gets a fella beat up.
Mm-hmm. That's the kind of thing that makes me want to screw, what is it? I already forgot his name. The Lizard.
Zuck.
That's the thing that makes me want to screw Zuckerberg's wife.
Hey man, at that point, it's an open door. It is invite. It is as you please. There is no, like, gain from it. He enjoys it.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to look for it, because there was an entire, like, collection of those, like, Titan-looking, just staring memes.
Yeah, and I just love that type of meme because it's so genuinely, like, it just conveys a different emotion than I think was ever intended in the original product. Just that one of just, like, fear and, like, concern of, like, what in the world is happening.
Meanwhile.
My word.
Cake spotted.
Man. One of something that's been concerning to me a lot here lately. Going to school and everything, I've noticed that there's a lot more roadkill on the highways.
Oh.
And it's really, really concerning, because it's like, it's not like, oh, one or two every other day. It's like a handful.
Oh my God.
Like, it's enough that it feels like, it just feels genuinely concerning of, like, what's going on here?
God damn. That's unfortunate. See, this is why I say that Suisei has the best fan art. Look at that. Precious.
Oh, that's cute. That's Wholesome 100.
Oh, yes. I showed you this one. Sent it to you.
Chocolate?
The Choco PC.
Did you say chocolate?
Chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate!
Oh, man.
I still can't remember what SpongeBob and Patrick did with all that money they got from selling that one guy all the chocolate.
I don't know. Paid off their massive amount of debt.
Who knows? Maybe they owed the RRS money.
Everyone knows the RRS money.
Look, the woman point at her phone.
I love, like, okay, I love the scene in like episode 2 where Comey is ordering coffee and she just and the dude's just like, I understand.
I know exactly what you want.
And he just makes this horrible concoction. I don't know, I'm just looking forward to the exam bit because it has one of my favorite, like, panels of just, like, then Jamie's just like, I want to die. And Comey's just like, please don't die. And it's just genuinely wholesome.
It's so good.
Do you want me to see if I can check the things that you sent me and see if I can dig it out?
Maybe, although I don't know if I've sent this one to you.
Okay, I know what you're talking about is in, like, a post that just has a bunch of those type posts. Or memes. I got an ad on Twitter.
Nice.
Posts where I get, like, tag chain type posts annoy me. Because it's like, why do I don't want to participate. I don't need to participate. Let me see. Okay, while I'm looking, you entertain the audience. They can't know that we don't know what we're doing. Let's see. Liam Neeson is still proud of The Phantom Menace. I know a lot of fans and critics didn't like it. I'm very proud of the film. I got to be a Jedi. I got to play with those wonderful lightsabers. It was terrific. I love that.
This movie sucks. How did you not even read the script before taking the role? Who cares? I got to be a Jedi, lol.
It just reminds me of that, what's it called? Just like post where someone's complaining and then just, both good. I'm sorry, Scott. I can't do anything about this silence.
Don't read this aloud. Because it's best if you just take it in.
I love that.
Motherfucker.
The evil or the just incantation. I think, honestly, they might have just deleted the post. Because one of them was like, this post isn't available anymore. POV, you gleefully play a game with the Skinwalker, knowing resistance is futile. Man, I love that. It's the mall Santa looking me dead in the eyes as I flood his lap with diarrhea. Oh, man, I love those memes. Oh, yeah, and I just love that reaction image of when you get stuck on a problem everyone's solved. Just,
Oh, my God.
Where is it? Again, Scott, I'm sorry about all this silence. They're really, like, I got nothing here. I think Randy and I are both trying to find the meme. Yeah, I just genuinely think whoever it was deleted it. Because I think maybe. I would have seen it.
Yeah, probably.
Well then. What are we to do, Randy?
We copy paste someone's NFT.
That is literally just the best. I love those angry posts from people who are like, hey man, it's really annoying of you to keep like downloading my NFTs. Okay? Stop doing that. It's me. And it's like, you didn't even pay for the artwork. You paid for the receipt.
Oh my God.
Stupid. It's like, listen.
God.
The NFT fandom is dying. Post this lion to kill it faster. I will gladly do that. Get help. You're no match for me. I'm a Sith Lord. Anakin Skywalker Sith Lords are my specialty. Yay! Pod race winner will start to pod failures of the racetrack. Oh no. Oh man. Well, let's get back to the podcast because I don't think we're going to be able to find it. We're probably going to end the podcast and then we'll find it, but I will.
Yeah.
So anyway, Randy, what do you want to talk about in closing? Any final words?
No, I just got these cats eating corn on the cob that I sent this. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny. Cats, they be eating on the cob. Oh no. No, I mean sandwich. Bonk. Ain't no called me thicker than a bowl of oatmeal again.
Nino called me thicker than a bowl of oatmeal again.
Oh yeah, you said you were reading that. How's it going? Or is it gone?
So I haven't picked it back up in a little bit. That's fine. I'll get right back into it. I've just been allowing work to take a couple of my bones. Just a couple of them.
Well, such is the nature of work.
Mm-hmm.
Taking no bones means that, you gain nothing from the work. But letting it take a few, it's kind of mandatory. You can't let it take all of them, though. Where taking all your bones only causes pain. It only causes more issues to arise. It's all about that balance, you know?
Of course. And, naturally, I'm only going to work because I need to pay for the bones to be reinstalled in the first place. Bastards.
Oh, yeah, you've been working there over a year now. How does it feel?
I wanted to quit. I still do.
Then quit. You have enough experience to just go, you know what? Bye. Like, you could walk into any institution virtually. Like, they eat experience, like, a year's worth of experience up. You could probably just walk in and say, I didn't get fired.
Although I think at this point it's two factors. One, I kind of don't want to, it'd likely mean I stop talking to the people that I work with who don't make me hate myself and them. And also, I'm kind of like, in my head there's this stubborn struggle between me and the upper management, like, I'm not putting in my foot 2 weeks.
Put in your 1 week. One up them. Put in your 1 hour.
My 1 second. I walk in. Bye!
No. You walk in, and within a second, the second it touches the counter, you are gone. You have disappeared from that realm. They will not track you down.
No. What I do is I walk in, as I clock in, I prepare that and go, ah!
And just yell your way out of that situation. Police warn of increase in boring murders that would never make a good podcast. Well, hey man, there's no murders here and it's a good podcast.
I know, right? Wait, yeah, hold on. Maybe we have to change that.
Wait. What? Why are there 2 Randys? No. Huh. That's not right. Randy. Which one of you is the real Randy?
Hold on. Let me ask him. I hope you know the rules about shotguns. Yeah, I know the rules about shotgun. Miss once and make it hurt plenty the second shot. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. Who do I shoot?
Both of us, just be safe.
Fine, then. Luckily, I packed an extra Glock. So, even though my co-host is currently lying in a pool of blood next to a skinwalker that's lying in a pool of blood, I just want to thank you folks for 50 episodes and, for staying with us. It's been a fun journey. What?
Yo, is this where all the skinwalkers are supposed to meet up?
Give it up for 50 episodes!